Hi everybody, it's me Arlene, Delicious Delights. So in today's video, I want to share with you some more of my perfume collection. I've been doing this perfume collection series lately where I talk about perfumes that I own according to color. So not too long ago, I talked about some green perfumes in my collection and I called that video Green is Everything. And then also I did my pink perfume collection video. I called that one Pretty in Pink. And today, if you haven't already guessed, I'll be talking about my purple perfumes. And I think I'll call it Purple Rain. It's probably my favorite song of Prince. And that's probably my favorite along with When Doves Cry. So yeah, I have some purple perfumes here today, 13 in total. Most of them are actually affordable scents, around 40 or 30 euros and below. And then I also have some designer scents and a niche scent I'll talk about. So it's going to be a very, very long video. Let's begin with the affordable scents. I think the least expensive perfume that I have here is from Lanvin, and it's Éclat d'Arpège Sheer. So this is actually a flanker of the original Éclat d'Arpège, which I absolutely adore. This one is kind of similar to the original. It's not exactly the same, but they're in the same family. It's a fresh and floral, watery, transparent kind of scent. So this one here showcases peony and lotus, I believe. Very fresh and clean and crisp, and it's absolutely stunning. I think I spent like 9 euros on this, or 8.95. I got it at my Action store in the Netherlands, so that's a great deal. And then of course we have the original Éclat d'Arpège. And this one was about, I'm gonna guess around 15 euros for 30 ml. I do prefer this version though over this, but both of them are really, really nice. So this is also a fresh, watery, aquatic kind of scent, but the focus is lilac. I think there's also peony in this one as well, but basically very fresh, clean, cooling, refreshing, floral scent, easy to wear, versatile, beautiful, and affordable. So these two Éclat d'Arpège perfumes from Lanvin. Next up we have a classic scent from Calvin Klein. It's actually one of my favorites from the house, and it's called Euphoria. It's been around for quite a while, I think early 2000s if I were to guess. And this one is such a beautiful fruity scent. It's very sharp and tangy. Pomegranate is the main fruity note in here. And I just really love that fresh tanginess of that pomegranate. It's also a little bit spicy, and there's a lot of earthy woodiness as it dries down. So it smells very classy and expensive. And I think I paid like 15 or 20 euros for this cute little bottle. So it's purple, the juice is purple there. And the bottle design, of course, is very, very unique. And I love it. So that's Euphoria from Calvin Klein. I do have a few body sprays here, purple body sprays, and the first is from Sol de Janeiro. It's the Cheirosa 59 Perfume Mist. This one has some notes of sandalwood and violet, but when I wear this, I smell a very gourmandy vanilla scent. I think vanilla orchid is in here as well. Let me just check here. It says uplifting notes of vanilla orchid, sugared violet, and sheer sandalwood. So for me, it's mostly a cakey vanilla scent And mostly it's that icing on this cake that I smell, which is really delicious. It smells realistic. It smells literal. It smells like something that I would want to eat for dessert, and it's lovely. And the texture of icing on cakes is usually very thick and dense, but the feeling of the 59 Cheirosa is very light and airy, which makes it very wearable, versatile. You can wear it year round as a yummy, delicious vanilla icing gourmand scent. So the other body mist here is my favorite from Lush, and this is actually my second spray bottle of this. I'm not a huge fan of the bottle design here, but of course what's inside counts the most, and this comforter scent is a very comforting scent. It's a realistic black currant scent, or a cassis scent, and it does remind me a lot of Ribena, that fruit syrup that you would add some water to make a fruit juice. That's what it smells like. So it's super sweet, and it's ripe and juicy, realistic, literal black currant scent. And this one I believe is like 25 euros for this, and there's 200 mils, which is definitely a great value for money. Even though it doesn't last on me very long, I don't mind reapplying this one. I even spray my bed sheets with this, and then when I get into bed, I smell like I'm lying in a big bed of berries and Ribena, like fruit concentrate. So sweet, and it makes me happy. So that's the Comforter body spray from Lush. So I have a few discontinued scents here. First of which is from Lolita Lempicka. This one is one of my most favorite bottle designs in my collection, and they have remade this scent. I believe it's a vegan version, if I'm not mistaken. But I have this version. When I bought it, it was like 20 euros, but now I think this is more expensive online on eBay and stuff. But yeah, this bottle design is super beautiful and unique. And then we have this part here that reminds me of like tree bark, and then the heart kind of etched into it. And then the spray actually is the stem, which is super cool. So this scent is a spicy licorice scent. Also, there's a sweet vanilla in here. It's woody and earthy too. And I think the perfumer of Lolita Lempicka is the same as Hypnotic Poison from Dior, which is actually one of my most favorite designer scents of all time. So yeah, that's one of my favorites from the house, along with the Elle de Lolita Lempicka, which they also discontinued, unfortunately. But maybe they'll also re-release that one in the future. Fingers crossed they do. So that's Lolita Lempicka. And another discontinued scent here is from Elizabeth and James Nirvana. And this one is called Amethyst. This one looks kind of gray, but actually, if I turn it, it looks purple there. So very unique bottle design. I like the textured design in the front here and the gold on the side. It's a very nice bottle. And this one here is one that I think that doesn't get a lot of attention, or it hasn't gotten a lot of attention. The most popular are the black one and the white one, I think, but there are other ones as well that I think are really nice, the bourbon and the French gray. But anyways, Amethyst is mostly a tobacco scent, a tobacco floral scent. I believe it's honeysuckle. So a sweet floral and a tobacco, earthy, spicy scent. It smells super expensive to me. I think I bought this for around $30. For a long time, it was also at the TJ Maxx or Winners Marshalls. I guess when they were letting go of their stock from other stores, and it was affordable back then, but it's probably on eBay, I assume, for higher prices now. But yeah, I really enjoy this scent as a nighttime evening scent. Beautiful sweet tobacco and honeysuckle scent. Okay, moving on, we have Diesel Loverdose. This is also one of my most favorite bottle designs as well. And this version is probably my favorite from the Loverdose collection. It's been a while since I've worn this though. Another licorice scent, a sweet vanilla licorice. It smells really, really nice. It's very different from what I'm smelling nowadays with current women designer scents. Sweet, earthy, vanilla, floral, licorice scent. Black licorice. It also reminds me of drop, which is a salty black licorice candy in the Netherlands. I'm also picturing the texture of drop as well, which is kind of like squishy and chewy. So Loverdose by Diesel. I don't talk about Diesel perfumes a lot on my channel, but there's another one that I really love from this house. It's the Diesel Plus Feminine, and it's in that milk carton box. It was one that I used to wear a long time ago in my younger years, but yeah, that one's my favorite, along with this one from the ones that I have tried. Next up, we have one of my absolute favorite affordable scents in my collection. It's from Lalique, and it's called Amethyst. So I did put quite a big dent in this one, and this one can be found online for around 30 euros. This is such a beautiful fruity scent. In this one, there are a lot of berry notes. If I remember correctly, there's like blackberries and blueberries in here. It's very fresh. It's not a jammy fruitiness. It's more like a watery, juicy fruit note, fruit accord in here. And I love how fresh it feels when I wear it. It's a very refreshing, cooling, big glass of fruit juice on a hot summer day kind of scent. And it's lovely. I love the bottle as well with that design there. Hopefully it's showing on camera. There are many flankers from this collection that I'm very curious about. I don't see this collection in stores, so I'm not able to test them in store. If I were to get something else from this collection, I would have to blind buy them. But yeah, if you have any recommendations for any of the flankers from this Amethyst collection, please let me know down in the comments. But this is wonderful and easy to wear, fresh, clean, watery berry scent. Okay, so let's move on to some designer scents. I have 3 here. First of all, we have the classic Mugler Alien. So I just have a small little travel size of it. This is the 15 ml travel size, but I have 2 of them, one as a backup. I did have an older version of this, but I let it go regrettably, only to buy a travel size of it. It's very, very potent. So just 1 spray, 2 max is good enough for me with this scent. And yeah, it's a beautiful floral jasmine scent. It is so unique and different. And yeah, it's a very memorable scent. It's so popular and I absolutely love it. I do find it sometimes challenging to wear because of how bold it is and how intense it is. But if I just spray it like behind my neck, for example, then it wouldn't be like straight in my face, so it'd be easier to wear. But it's very, very strong beast mode scent, especially the older versions. I found those to be even more potent than newer formulations. So that's Alien from the House of Mugler. I also have Prada Candy. And this one is purple, but there's also some other colors in here. There's like blue and pink, and I love the bottle design. This is one of my favorite flankers of Prada Candy, along with the Prada Candy Low, which they stopped making. But this version is also very, very beautiful. I remember when I reviewed this one a long time ago, I was saying that performance isn't great on this scent. And it's still not, but I don't really mind anymore. I don't mind reapplying my scents. So this smells like Prada Candy, but with added cocoa and chocolate, dark chocolate notes, which makes it a little bit more powdery. It's still sweet, but it's just a beautiful chocolatey scent that is super easy to wear, a beautiful, sweet gourmand scent. And I really, really enjoy this one very, very much. That's Prada Candy Night. Next up, we have one from Guerlain. This is Insolence Eau de Toilette. My favorite violet scent. I would say it's probably my holy grail violet perfume. I have the older style B bottle of it, which I really love. So much detail in the bottle there. Yeah, I do prefer this design bottle, but actually the original Insolence design was super cool as well. But anyways, this is my favorite violet scent. It's super fresh, very, very sweet. So this one reminds me of sugared violet flower petals. We get that nice extra sweetness from this sugary feeling in here. It is so, so, so sweet. I don't spray a lot of it when I wear it because it can get overwhelming, but just a few sprays of it is perfect for me. And last but not least, we have one niche perfume. The bottle isn't purple itself, but the juice smells purple. We have the Vagabond Prince Enchanted Forest. I love the bottle design here. There's like a swan over there and a moon. This used to be popular some years ago. I'm not even sure if it's still around. Hopefully it hasn't been discontinued, but it is so, so yummy, so juicy and sweet. It smells like blackcurrant and cassis. Kind of along the same lines as the Lush Comforter, but in here we have a lot more going on. It is a lot more complex. We have that fruity, juicy blackcurrant, but also there's some woodiness in here and also some greenness. And the imagery that I get from Enchanted Forest is walking through a forest at nighttime, and there's some branches and some earth and soil. As you walk over them, you encounter a tree, a berry tree, a blackcurrant tree, or a bush, where all of the, or many of the berries have fallen onto the ground, and then as you're walking, you step over the berries and squash them. So that's the imagery that I get when I wear this. It's a very enchanting scent. It is absolutely stunning. It's one of my most favorite fruity scents in my collection, and also favorite fruity niche scents. It's one of those as well. So that brings us to the end of this purple perfume collection video, Purple Rain. I would love to hear your thoughts on any of these down in the comments. And also I would love to hear which are your favorite purple perfumes. Thank you so much for tuning into this very long video today. I really appreciate it. And I will see you very soon in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.